Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a lot of new information to go over. We have new Datamines, new events, we have some massive rumors for Pokemon Legends EA. There's a lot of things to break down and take a look at today. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we're going to take a look at this rumor here that's popped up on 4chan. It popped up on the 18th of April, and it's titled Legends ZA Leak. As you can see, it's quite a beefy one. It's got a lot of information in it. Sometimes that makes it seem a little bit less believable, because how would this person know all of this information? But, of course, it was found on 4chan, so take it with a massive grain of salt, as always. Expect it to be false until proven correct. Basically, it's like all you need to know going into it. Anyway, though, let's take a look. So it says, new information to share for Legends ZA. Doubt it if you want. I'll be proven right over time. And then they say that the starters are going to be Serperior, Empoleon, and Cinderace, all based on French culture. So, yeah, I mean, I'm still expecting it to be the Generation 6 starters. I think it will be those, and I think they'll get Mega Evolutions. Either that, or they'll get kind of like the Greninja form that we got, like the Battle Bond or whatever it's called. We might get that for Delphox and also Chestnut as well. Or Mega Evolutions. I think that's going to be the situation. But if we do not get the Generation 6 starters, then I do believe it will be Serperior, Empoleon, and Blaziken as well. I don't think it will be Cinderace. I understand Cinderace because of the big kind of football associations and stuff like that with France. Especially because of the whole like football thing when Legends ZA is apparently going to be set. So I kind of understand that. Especially also with like the whole roller skate situation as well that we covered recently. But I still think it'd be Blaziken because Torchic is based on a rooster, which is the national animal of France. So that's why I feel like that just kind of trumps everything else. But Empoleon makes the most sense for the water starter because of Napoleon. And then Serperior also has some very big kind of French inspirations behind the design and stuff like that. But yeah, if it's not the Generation 6 stars, I think it's going to be Serperior, Empoleon, and not Cinderace, Blaziken, but I could still see these three being the starters as well. Like, just because I think it's going to be Blaziken doesn't mean that Cinderace can't be the starter. It's still a very high chance to be Cinderace as well. And they're all based on French culture, so they're the starters. We then have Serperior being a grass steel type, so I'm assuming these are not Mega Evolutions. These are forms that they're going to get, just like the Legends Arceus forms did, the Legends Arceus starters did. So Serperior is going to be Grass Steel. I still like Serperior being Grass Dragon instead. That would be a lot cooler. But Grass Steel swaps a special attack with physical based on a knight. New move is called Sacred Slash, which is 65 base power, 90% accuracy. Steel type, basically a clone of Ceaseless Edge. I mean, 65 base power, 90% accuracy isn't super ideal. You kind of want a bit more power if you're going to have, you know, 10% of the accuracy gone. But either way, Sacred Slash is apparently going to be the new move. I'm assuming it's going to grow like arms and stuff. Or maybe it just slashes with its tail or something like that. Probably makes a bit more sense. We also have Empoleon, which is going to be a water and a fighting type. It swaps physical attack with the special, and then it trades bulk in for speed. It's based on a general. New move is called Foul Flank, which is also 60 base power, 100% accuracy. It's fighting type move. 100% crit chance, high chance to flinch. That sounds super busted. So it's not really 60 base power then, because it's got 100% chance to crit, and it also has a high chance to flinch as well. That sounds like a very, very broken move for Empoleon, especially if he's very fast and also very physically attacking. Sounds like Empoleon's going to be the best so far. And then we also have Cinderace, which is going to be a Fire Fairy type Pokemon, which trades in speed for bulk and HP. So it's going to be a more bulky starter Pokemon. The physical attack is swapped for special, and it's based on Angora Rabbit / Upper Nobility. And its new move is Starlit Strike, which is 75 base power, 100% accuracy, and it's fairy type, and it restores HP to half the damage taken, and it gives the obscured status to the user. So Obscured was a status effect in Pokemon Legends Arceus, so that is obviously something they might bring back. They might bring back all of the new status elements in Legends Arceus into Legends EA, because there was obviously the new freeze kind of status element as well. So hopefully they do bring them. But yeah, I mean, the starters sound cool. I do like them. I mean, I think Empoleon sounds a little bit busted, But yeah, Fire Fury Cinderace, Water Fighting Empoleon, and a Grass Steel Superior. I could definitely get behind that. I don't mind that at all. It then goes on to say new regional forms and evolutions. So we've got Sunflora, which is a Sunflora evolution. I mean, whether this is true or not, I do think that Sunflora probably needs an evolution. It's not very good. Even though it's got like chlorophyll and stuff, still not the greatest mon. Speed and special attack boost, still pure grass. I feel like I could see Sunflora being like Grass Fury, though, if it was going to get an evolution. I think Grass Fury would be really, really nice for it. Obviously not great for Poison-type moves, but it'd give it that Dragon immunity and stuff like that. We then have Skuntank, which is a Poison Fire-type Pokemon, which is attack and special attack are swapped. The HP is traded in for speed. So it's a very fast, physical... no, special attacking Pokemon. I think... Wait, is Skuntank physical or special? I can't remember off the top of my head. But either way, whatever its primary... kind of stat is, it gets swapped with the other, and then its HP is traded in for speed. So it's a fast attacking Pokemon regardless, and it's Poison Fire type. I do like that idea. I think Poison Fire is a really cool typing for Skuntank. We have Dragapult as well, which are going to be Dragon Water. The attack and the special attack are swapped, speed traded in for defenses, and the special version of Dragon Darts. So it's going to get a new move as well. So, I mean, it seems like they'd very much like swapping stats for these Pokemon. I don't really know why, but that's the theme I'm kind of getting from this rumor here. We then have Mandibuzz, which is going to be a fighting flying type. Trades in some bulk for offense and speed. Fighting fly, I don't really think Mandibuzz necessarily needs a regional form. Fighting flying as well, I don't really see how it could look good as a fighting flying type, because obviously they keep kind of the base characteristics of the design and they change certain things. And I just don't really think Mandibuzz being a fast attacking Pokemon really makes sense for it. We then have Chansong, which is Chimecho's evolution. Its special attack and bulk are raised, and it's a Psychic Fairy type. So Psychic Fairy type would be really cool for Chimecho's evolution. Chansong as well. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. Chimecho getting an evolution. It's got a baby form, so why can't it also get an evolution as well? I don't mind that. I quite like it. We have Gligoyle, which is a rock fighting type. It's a regional Gligar evolution. Gligar is also rock fighting, faster and more offensive than Gligar and Gliscor. So, yeah, Gligoyle, I really like that name. That's a really cool name. Rock fighting, obviously, because of the gargoyle part of it, hence why it's rock. Fighting as well, yeah, I mean, I could see that. And then, yeah, Gligar being a new... So it's basically a new regional evolution of Gligar. It's a new regional form of Gligar. Just how we got with Sneasel. Like, we got Hisuian Sneasel, which evolved into Sneasler. We're getting Hisuian Gligar, or Kalosian Gligar, or whatever, which is evolving into Gligoyle. We then have Paraspector, which is going to be a ghost bug type. Parasect's evolution, more bulk and offense. So, yeah, I mean... I think that Parasect probably needs something. I mean, Ghost Bug also is kind of... It makes sense for Parasect as well, because the whole point of Parasect is that it's like taken over. The mushrooms are taking over the host, and Parasect is actually already dead. It's just the fungus which is taken over Parasect. So it does make sense that it gets an evolution even further, where the fungus has taken over even more, and it's become like a ghost type or something. I think that'd be really, really cool. So yeah, I would like to see that. And then Parasect evolution, more bulk and offense. And then I don't really know how to pronounce this. Acuatro, which is a new legendary for the Bird Quartet. I'm assuming that's the... This is where it gets a little bit interesting, because the Kanto birds we've already had something for, which was the Galarian forms. I don't think we really need another kind of bird for that kind of trio. For me, it would make a lot more sense to get a Lake Trio edition. You know, just how we got the genies in Generation 4's kind of Legends game. It'd be cool if we got a Generation 4 kind of legendary in Generation 6 Legends version. But either way, we're getting, yeah, Arcuatro, which sounds just like sounds like Articuno a bit, and it's water flying. It's teal in color based on French fairy tale. I mean, I like the legendary birds. I wouldn't mind an additional one. I just think it makes more sense for it to be based on the late Guardians as well. Anyway, a couple new convergent forms. So we're getting Sign Scaff and Cafe Geist, which is going to be Dark Ghost. Is that Cophagrigus? Is that supposed to be based on that? I'm not too sure. We have Woobait and Swoobait, which is Rock Ghost. Again... Yeah, whatever. And then we have Sludgemar and Rot Cargo, which is poison into poison ground. So I'm assuming that's Macargo, Woobat and Swoobat, and then Cophagrigus. I'm assuming that's what the new convergent evolutions are for. And then not many new Mega evolutions. Instead, you get special Kalosian starters, all with the Battle Bond ability. More traditional than the Generation 7 Battle Bond, Greninja gets a new Battle Bond form to reflect the protagonist. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it really needs a new Battle Bond ability. I think Greninja's fine with the one it has. But yeah, I mean, I could see, I guess, the other Generation 6 starters getting them as well. But yeah, either way, no, they're not getting Megas apparently according to this. They're just getting new Battle Bond abilities. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens. But that's apparently what's happening there. The rumor then also goes on a little bit more as well. So it says, Zygarde is your ride Pokemon in the game. It starts as untrustworthy of you as you accidentally build on top of its nest. The more good deeds you do for it, the more it's willing to open up to humans. Zygarde gets new forms based on different HMs. So instead of getting like Ursaluna and Weirdeer and Basculegion and stuff like that, we'll just be getting Zygarde, and it will get different forms depending on what we're doing. So it'd get like a water type form to surf on, and get like a ride form, maybe stuff like that, a flying form. So yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple of people kind of talking about that. I don't necessarily think that's going to be the case. I don't know why we would get Zygarde, unless we find Zygarde like as an injured 10% form and we have to like nurse it back to health and then it trusts us or something like that. That's the only thing I could really think of. But I just think that Zygarde's going to be like one of the main battles at the end of the game. We have a Paldean moving group is tasked with renovating this desolate area into a city. They run into Zygarde and do tasks for it so you can prove to them you are who you say you are and not imposters. So are we part of this Paldean moving group? I'm not really too sure. 5 corners serve as boss encounters, like a Legends, tackled in any order. So yeah, I mean, I still think that the Lumiose is going to be split up into 5 different sections, and yeah, they all going to have like a boss or like a big gym leader battle or something like that. It does make sense for it to be like that, because you can clearly see, like, just from this image, that it's split up. You know, it's split up into like a pizza kind of section. So I definitely think that's going to happen. Emmett shows up, similar to the plot with Ingo from Legends Arceus. I hope that kind of happens. I'd like some more backstory and stuff for these characters. The game is locked to 30 FPS. No Switch 2 version in the works whatsoever. So yeah, obviously if it's not for the Switch 2, then it probably will be locked to 30 FPS. But yeah, no Switch 2 version in the works whatsoever. That's quite interesting. I still think it's going to be for the Switch 2. I think it makes more sense from a monetary standpoint to put it out on the Switch and the Switch 2. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But if Legends EA is a really good game, which I'm expecting it to be because they're getting a lot of time to work on it, it sounds like it'd be a good kind of initial first game for the Nintendo Switch 2, but that's just my personal opinion. Then says Xerneas and Yveltal get absolute forms similar to primal forms. Xerneas' typing is fairy grass, while Yveltal's stays dark flying. I mean, we know they have complete forms, so I'm expecting to see that in Legends EA, but at the same time, I don't know if they would really necessarily need to change typings and stuff. Like, I don't know why Xerneas would be a grass type. Like, Fairy is just perfect for Xerneas. It doesn't really need another typing, in my opinion. But yeah, I expect to see them at some point in the game. And then it also says, Zygarde's form is Zygarde Absolute. Think of 100% Zygarde health with stat boost everywhere else too. So basically a very broken Zygarde. But yeah, I mean, like I say, a very chunky rumor. There's a lot to kind of digest here, but I personally don't necessarily think it's gonna be too real. Like, I don't think anybody would know this much information personally. Again, obviously we'll have to wait and see until, like, you know, if there's a trailer that comes out and these are the starters and stuff, then fair play maybe. But these starters are also very easy to guess. But if we see like a Dragapult form or like a Mandibuzz form, then fair play. But yeah, at the same time, I'm not going to believe it. But what are your thoughts on it? Do you think this potentially has any kind of validity to it, or do you think it is just completely fake? Anyway, though, that's that. Moving on, we have some new Pokemon Go Datamines and events to quickly go over. So we have the Pokemon group here tweeting out saying some Pokemon received their assets for GoFest 2024. Pikachu, Eevee, Espeon, Umbreon, and Necrozma. In addition to those, Wiggler and Wugtrio were also added. So I'm expecting to see all of this happening for GoFest 2024. We have Pikachu here with a moon hat. We have Pikachu here with a sun hat as well. We also have Eevee with a moon and a sun hat. So they're going to obviously be in like special encounters that you're going to be able to run into. Obviously, it's going to be very much based on like sun and the moon because of like Necrozma's Duskmane and Dorwings and stuff like that. But yeah, Wiggler and Wugtrio being added to the game is pretty cool. They're shiny variants as well, so it might be like a Lechonk situation where the shiny is available straight away. So yeah, looking forward to getting those. I'm assuming it's probably going to be wild encounters, or at least I hope they're going to be wild encounters. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that. We have Espeon and Umbreon with these special scarves, so that's also been data mined as well. I'm assuming they'll probably be like in raids or something. And then yeah, we have Necrozma, Duskmane, and Dawn Wings as well, which I'm assuming are going to be in raids. Like, we know Necrozma is going to be in raids, but I'm assuming the other Necrozma forms are also going to be in raids. But yeah, this is all actual data mines. Like, this is legit information that's going to be in Pokemon Go Fest 2024. Carrying on the Pokemon Go talk, though, we do have a new event that's just been announced for Pokemon Go. So, Cerebi update, the next Pokemon Go Hatch Day has been announced. It focuses on Cleffa. It runs from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on April the 28th, 2024. So, I'm assuming that's... Is that a Saturday or a Sunday? That is it's a Sunday. And these are the actual boosts that you get from this Cleffa Day. So the featured Pokemon, Cleffa will hatch more frequently from 2-kilometer eggs. You'll also have an increased chance of hatching a shiny Cleffa. We also have event bonuses, so 2 times candy from hatching eggs. You'll have an increased chance of hatching shiny Cleffa, and then 2-kilometer eggs will drop more frequently from Pokestops. There's timed research as well, so an event-exclusive timed research rewarding a super incubator and XP will be available at no cost, so that's very, very cool. Please note that obviously the timed research has to be completed during that time. And then we also have paid research as well, obviously because it's Pokemon Go, which will get you 2 times Hatch Stardust, and then also will give you a 1-star piece, 1 super incubator, and then some XP as well. And then the extended bonuses, so Friday the 26th of April at 10 a.m. to Sunday the April the 28th. So event bonus, half egg hatch distance when eggs are placed into incubators during this time. And this bonus is also active throughout the Cleffa Hatch Day event. So that's really, really cool for that whole kind of like weekend. You can hatch eggs in half the time. And then also there's field task rewards, Pokemon Go Web Store bundle, and then there's a hatch box as well. But that's the kind of Cleffa Hatch Day event. That's everything to kind of cover for today's video, though. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really, really help out. And then also, yeah, leave a comment about everything we've covered today. All the data mines, the Cleffa Day, and also all of these rumors as well for Legends ZA. But thank you for watching. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. Until next time, have a great rest of your day, and peace.